This illustration shows how prompt engineering works. A developer writes a prompt and sends it to an AI model. The AI carefully reads the instructions, understands the request, and generates a response. The glowing data flowing between the developer and the AI represents information moving in both directions. The better the prompt, the better the AI understands the task. Clear instructions, enough context, and specific requirements help the AI produce more accurate and useful results. This is why prompt engineering is such an important skill. You don't need a smarter AI. Often, you simply need a smarter prompt. This image shows what happens when you create a well-designed prompt. The developer doesn't just ask a simple question. Instead, they provide a clear goal, useful context, and specific instructions. The AI uses all of this information to better understand the task. It can then generate responses that are more accurate, more detailed, and better organized. Notice how the information flows between the developer and the AI. Every piece of guidance helps the AI produce a higher quality result. This is the power of prompt engineering. Small improvements to your prompt can make a big difference in the response you receive. This illustration shows how a prompt is transformed into a high-quality response. On the left, the developer provides a clear objective, helpful context, and the desired output format. The AI processes all of this information inside its neural network. It analyzes the instructions, understands the request, and predicts the best possible response. On the right, the AI produces a structured and well-organized result. The quality of the output depends greatly on the quality of the prompt. When your instructions are clear and specific, the AI can respond with greater accuracy, better detail, and more useful information. This is why prompt engineering is such an essential skill for anyone working with AI. This image shows that AI can understand many different kinds of prompts. You can ask a question, request a summary, write code, translate text, analyze a document, or simply have a conversation. Although these prompts look different, they all enter the same AI model. The AI first understands your request, identifies your goal, and then generates the most appropriate response. This flexibility is what makes modern AI so powerful. No matter the task, a clear and well-written prompt helps the AI deliver better results. This image compares a poor prompt with a well-written prompt. On the left, the prompt is vague and incomplete. The AI doesn't have enough information to understand exactly what is needed. As a result, the response is unorganized, incomplete, and less useful. On the right, the prompt is clear and specific. It includes the objective, the necessary details, and the expected output format. Because the instructions are better, the AI produces a clear, structured, and high-quality response. This simple comparison shows an important lesson. Better prompts lead to better AI responses. This image clearly shows the difference between a poor prompt and a good prompt. On the left, the AI receives very little information. It doesn't know the goal, the audience, or the expected format. Because the instructions are unclear, the response becomes confusing, incomplete, and difficult to use. On the right, the prompt includes clear instructions, useful context, and specific requirements. The AI understands exactly what is expected. As a result, it generates a response that is organized, accurate, and easy to understand. This is the main idea behind prompt engineering. The quality of the AI's response depends greatly on the quality of the prompt you provide. A good prompt is built from several important pieces. First, you need a clear objective. Tell the AI exactly what you want it to do. Next, provide context. Background information helps the AI better understand your request. Then, add constraints. For example, specify the length, writing style, or any limitations. Finally, describe the desired output format. You can ask for a table, bullet points, JSON, or a step-by-step guide. When these pieces come together, they create a complete and effective prompt. The more clearly you communicate your requirements, the better the AI can understand your intent and produce high-quality results. Every good prompt begins with a clear objective. First, decide exactly what you want the AI to do. Then, communicate that goal in a simple and direct way. When the objective is clear, the AI knows where to focus. It spends less time guessing and more time producing useful results. A clear objective leads to responses that are more accurate, more organized, and easier to understand. Before writing any prompt, ask yourself one question. What is the exact outcome I want from the AI? The clearer your goal, the better the final response will be. Context gives the AI the background information it needs. Instead of asking a general question, explain who the audience is or why you need the answer. For example, rather than saying, "Explain binary numbers," you could say, "Explain binary numbers to a 12-year-old student using simple examples." Now the AI understands the audience, the difficulty level, and the goal. With more context, the response becomes clearer, more relevant, and much easier to understand. Adding just a little background information can make a big difference in the quality of the AI's answer. Besides a clear objective and good context, you should also include constraints and the desired output format. Constraints tell the AI what rules to follow. For example, use simple English, keep the answer under 300 words, or avoid technical jargon. You can also specify how you want the result to be presented. Ask for a bullet list, a table, JSON, Markdown, or a step-by-step guide. These instructions help the AI organize its response exactly the way you need it. The more specific your requirements are, the more useful and consistent the final output will be. Small details in your prompt often make a big difference in the quality of the response. The same AI model can produce many different types of output. It all depends on how you write your prompt. You can ask for plain text, a bullet list, a comparison table, Markdown, JSON, or even programming code. You can also set limits, such as the maximum length or the writing style. The AI follows these instructions and organizes the response accordingly. This is why specifying the desired format is so important. When you clearly describe how you want the answer to look, the AI delivers results that are easier to read, easier to use, and better suited to your task. Prompt engineering is an iterative process. It usually doesn't end with the first prompt. First, write your prompt. Next, send it to the AI model. Then, carefully review the response. Ask yourself, did the AI answer the question correctly? Is anything missing? Can the prompt be clearer? If needed, improve the prompt by adding more context, clearer instructions, or a better output format. Then, send the updated prompt again. With each refinement, the AI gains a better understanding of your request. This simple cycle of writing, reviewing, and improving helps you achieve more accurate, more detailed, and more useful responses.